Season 1, Episode 1, and professional chef Michael Wray was excited to join the show. He had eyes firmly on the prize.
I'm a dedicated chef. To be able to work with Gordon Ramsay and have him as my chef it's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Unfortunately, he had a rough start with Gordon, whose first impression of him, based on his signature dish, didn't look good.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
You've got a palate like a cow's backside. That is disgusting.
Michael prepared a scallops dish served with a quail egg, but unfortunately, he had failed to remove the roe. When Chef Ramsay asked if he liked it, he was lost for words.
Do you like that?
I do. I don't, though. I don't, but I...
Gordon insisted that he taste the scallops alongside him, and Michael insisted that even with the roe, it was really not that bad. Gordon obviously disagreed.
There's very little promise here. Very little promise.
But I've said I can make anyone into a master chef.
Season 2 winner Heather West was competing to win the top role at Gordon's new Las Vegas restaurant.
One of you will become an executive chef.
Her signature dish was chocolate raspberry empanadas, which Chef Ramsay didn't look excited to taste. Though the 6 dishes before hers may have lowered his expectations. After one bite, it didn't look good for Heather when he announced the empanadas were too thick.
So it's very hard to sort of digest.
Yes, sir.
At least I can say that is the best thing I've tasted so far.
Gordon also seemed quietly impressed with her no-nonsense attitude in the kitchen.
How big a brigade?
12 below. And
12 guys?
Yes, sir.
As she progressed through the competition, she certainly proved that she, and her food, should never be underestimated. In Season 3, Rock Harper's signature dish didn't even make it into Chef Ramsay's mouth.
Could have been a mind-blowing dish, that. I like the idea, but the execution sucked.
Rock had prepared pan-seared scallops with potato gnocchi, and Gordon was impressed with the perfect presentation. He was also amazed that Rock had created such a beautiful dish so quickly.
Wow. I'm excited you had time to make gnocchi.
I didn't have time to make it.
When Gordon heard that the gnocchi was actually frozen, he quickly sent Rock back into the line, regretting his ingredient choice. Unusually, the Season 4 winner, Christina Mockamer, didn't have her signature dish reviewed fully in the first episode. While we weren't told what she prepared, we did find out what Gordon thought of it.
Culinary student Christina.
Good concepts, terrible execution.
Christina later revealed in an interview that she had made chicken thighs and crawfish over masha salad. She had struggled with preparation and wasn't happy with the finished result.
This is the worst sear I've ever done in my entire life.
Last minute, plated and ready.
While everything was cooked through, the mistake she made was putting the hot chicken on cold salad, which got even steamier under the cloche. At least Chef Ramsay had gotten his vomiting out of the way already that morning. In Season 5, self-proclaimed redneck Danny Veltri brought energy and confidence to his signature dish, though the recipe he created, and his initial arrogance, didn't sit well with Chef Ramsay.
So the idea came from where?
I just pulled it out of my ass, sir.
Put it back in there because it sucks.
Keen hunter Danny's mahi-mahi and grilled banana combination was certainly unusual, and Gordon described the dish as hideous.
And the name of the dish is what?
Mahi gone bananas, chef.
It looks like you've gone slightly bananas.
It wasn't a good year to mess up either, as the standard set in Season 5 was particularly high.
Based on your signature dishes, you are the best group we've ever had, so I'm expecting the best.
Luckily, Danny learned from his early mistake and made it all the way to the end. Chef Ramsay changed things up in Season 6, making the signature dish challenge a head-to-head between the red and blue teams. The eventual winner, Dave Levey, was first up and presented his ostrich with pan-seared Brussels sprouts against Susan's risotto. Things started out well, as Gordon described the ostrich as beautifully seasoned. On to the garnish.
Oh dear. Why are these fucking Brussels sprouts undercooked?
My bad.
Yeah, shit.
Describing himself as heartbroken that he'd messed up, Dave agreed that there was no excuse for hard vegetables. The good news, for him at least, was that Ramsay didn't like his opponent's risotto either, and neither did Dave.
What does that taste like?
It's a little chalky.
A little.
A lot.
Neither team got a point, so though he didn't win, Dave didn't start with a loss either. While Holli Ugalde was looking for a win in Season 7, she was also looking to take that win in style, and prepped her signature dish while wearing stiletto heels.
I think I'll play that cute factor, you know? Let's put it this way, I'll work just as hard as everyone, but I'll look better doing it.
Holli produced banana leaf wrapped halibut as her signature dish, which Chef Ramsay literally pulled apart and spat out in front of her.
I messed it up a bit.
You messed it up a bit?
Yes, I did.
Being polite.
Not only was the dish barely edible, but Holli didn't even seem sure where the unusual dish originated from. She claimed it was Indian, until Gordon pointed out he'd never seen it on his travels there.
It's Northern Indian.
Northern Indian.
I believe, yeah, Northern Indian.
Wherever it was from, it lost the challenge for her. In Season 8, Nona Sivley was the second contestant to be judged, and was competing against Vinny. Her chicken sounded delicious, and she explained to Gordon that she fried it in herb-infused oil.
Why is it so sweet?
Because I put honey on it.
Wow, what a disaster.
The asparagus she served as a garnish didn't go down any better.
Did you forget to cook the asparagus?
No.
With her whole dish in the trash, and Gordon irritated that she seemed to find it funny, it was no surprise that Nona lost the round. In Season 9, Paul Niedermann was the fourth person from the blue team to have his dish judged. The previous blue team competitor had been offered a ticket home by a highly critical Gordon, so Paul had a lot to be nervous about.
Let's go. Next two, please.
Paul used his first 45 minutes in Hell's Kitchen to produce eggplant involtini with crab, mascarpone, and ricotta, and it was time well spent.
It's actually quite nice.
Thanks, Chef.
You're an actual cook. Congratulations, the gents. Good job.
The nerves that Paul had clearly been feeling as he stepped up to the table and watched Krupa's dish being criticized quickly disappeared. He described his win as a slam dunk. Fan favorite Christina Wilson was the ninth and final red team contestant to have her dish judged in Season 10. And despite being up against a delicious stuffed veal chop from Clemenza, Christina brought home the final point the ladies needed for victory.
Point goes to the women and the challenge. Welcome.
Christina revealed that as a chef de cuisine at a top 50 Philadelphia restaurant, she was used to putting out phenomenal food. That's just what she went on to do with her molasses-glazed pork chop, which Gordon found hard to fault.
Beautifully. Pork's cooked. Perfect. Squash, delicious. Amazing. Great combination.
It might have had rough moments in the middle, but Christina started and ended her season with a big smile. The contestants were in for a big surprise in Season 11, when the signature dishes were judged in front of a live audience of 2,500 people. Executive chef Janelle Witt was fourth up for the red team, and her prawns with spicy Asian pesto was judged against Wray's stuffed veal.
Wow, wow, wow. The sort of sour, sweety heat that you've got in that capellini, nailed.
Thank you.
Good job.
He had only one criticism of the dish. It contained just 2 prawns.
Just 2 of them? Are we on a budget? Just asking, are we on a diet?
Janelle cleverly described the dish as an appetizer, rather than an entree, which Gordon was happy with. Unfortunately, Wray did just as well, with Chef Ramsay saying the competition had just gone up a level.
Very tough. The point goes to both of you. Well done.
Season 12 winner Scott Commings created a lightly fennel-dusted rack of lamb for his signature dish. And Chef Ramsay quickly identified that he'd used nothing but the finest ingredients.
The most stunning and the most expensive cut of lamb anywhere in the world. And yet you've just managed to fuck it completely.
That must have come as something of a shock to Scott, who was sure he would be victorious both for himself and for the blue team.
I am very risky taking on lamb, but I've got pure confidence that Chef Ramsay's gonna love my dish.
He lost the point, and the men lost the first challenge. Kitchen supervisor Tasha McCutchen won Season 13, but Gordon was not at all impressed by their first encounter.
Seriously? You had 45 minutes to make me anything, and you grilled me a slice of fucking melon?
Yes, sir.
To be fair to Tasha, it wasn't just a slice of watermelon.
What I have here is a grilled hickory rub watermelon.
And it really did take her 45 minutes. While in previous years it was a failed decision, this season Chef Ramsay had decided to grade their dishes on a scale of 1 to 5. Tasha scored a disappointing 1, but she didn't let her defeat get her down. Instead, she was delighted that her team went on to win dinner cooked by one of her favorite chefs, even if her score hadn't helped them get there.
Yes, the one and only Wolfgang Puck. It's amazing.
Season 14 Signature Dish Challenge took place in Hell's Kitchen, in front of a live audience instead of the full dining room they would get used to. Meghan started her journey by preparing rainbow trout.
The dish is stunning.
Thank you.
Definitely a 5 for 5. Good job.
It's just as well he liked it, because Meghan had put in some serious hours preparing for that moment, and had put a whole heap of pressure on herself to get it right.
I have cooked this dish 1,001 times, and if I fuck it up, I'm gonna kill myself.
She was the first contestant ever to achieve a perfect score, and continued that theme through the season, as she didn't receive a single nomination and went on to win. And perhaps the biggest compliment? She later revealed that Gordon had asked her for the recipe. Describing herself as half black and half Jewish, Season 15 winner Ariel Malone felt that the comfort food she had chosen to prepare for Chef Ramsay truly represented who she was.
For me, this is literally like my heart and soul on a plate.
But when it came to introducing it, she confused the audience and Gordon by mispronouncing the name of her signature dish.
This is Shakshuka.
Shakshuka.
It's a Middle Eastern dish.
The spicy egg and tomato dish is actually called Shakshuka. Gordon said that it oozed quality, and awarded Ariel and the red team a solid 3 points, which unfortunately wasn't enough to secure them a win. And Ariel wasn't happy.
I nailed my dish and I did what I was supposed to do, and these other girls that are on the team aren't pulling their weight at all.
Event chef Kimberly Ann Ryan started strong in her Season 16 Hell's Kitchen journey. She went up against Gennaro, who received just 1 out of 5 for his disastrous duck dish.
It's delicious. It is 5 out of 5.
He may have looked surprised, and that's because she had included an unusual ingredient that even Chef Ramsay hadn't come across in Hell's Kitchen before.
Rice Krispies.
Yes.
When Ryan explained her motivation for taking part in the competition, her inspiration for her seared scallops, with added seasoned Rice Krispies for texture, became clearer.
I did this for my 4-year-old daughter. I want to show that you don't have to work at a job that you hate. You can find what you love to do.
We're sure her daughter learned a great deal from her mother's determination and success on the show. When Michelle Tribble returned for her second attempt at winning the Hell's Kitchen crown in Season 17, she was surrounded by all-star contestants. She had finished 3rd in Season 14 when her Huevos Rancheros signature dish beat fellow competitor Nick's by a point.
Lovely little elements, great finesse, 4 out of 5, well done.
I may be young, but people should watch out for me.
Michelle knew what to expect and planned an even more impressive signature dish second time around. But Gordon had a surprise.
None of you have the ingredients you were expecting. This is the All-Star season. I am raising the bar.
Michelle was forced to create a dish on the fly and would be competing against, yes, that's Season 14's Nick for the blue team, who had been given the same ingredients.
I have seared scallops over polenta gnocchi.
Wow, they taste beautiful.
Thank you.
Her scallop dish was rated 4 out of 5 once again, beating Nick by a point for the second time. Michelle's great start was a confidence boost, though she already felt ready to take on the other chefs, despite still being the youngest competitor.
We're all all-stars. Everyone already knows I'm legit. I know that everyone else is legit, so bring it on.
Ariel Fox appeared in Season 6, where she placed 3rd, and she returned for Season 18, Rookies vs. Veterans. That 10-year break gave her time to figure out what had gone wrong the first time.
I have been pushing myself like you wouldn't believe for the last 10 years. Some people said I lost because I wasn't confident enough.
Chef Ramsay seemed to agree that she hadn't achieved her full potential a decade previously.
I invited Ariel back personally. I felt that she deserved one more chance.
For the Signature Dish Challenge, the veterans were forced to cook one of the rookie chef's chosen dishes instead of their own.
I'm doing a pancit scallops with parsnip.
I'll take it for the team.
Ariel went head-to-head with rookie Jose and equaled his score with her scallops and parsnip puree.
Ariel, really good. That puree is so rich. It's a very strong 4, Ariel.
Thank you, Chef.
4 out of 5.
Though the veterans lost the challenge, Ariel later said she felt less nervous than when she last appeared on the show, and that added confidence led to a winning performance. Corey Sutton had big plans for her signature dish in season 19, and announced that she was preparing chili relleno stuffed with shrimp and scallops, inspired by her family's love of food growing up in Mexico. But once again, Gordon had a twist up his sleeve. The contestants would play a giant slot machine in pairs to discover the ingredients they would be cooking with. Corey was up against Kenneth, and they were happy with their selection.
Chicken.
Eggplant.
Orzo.
Not bad.
As they got to work, she was determined to outshine the competition and impress Gordon.
You know, I gotta be confident, I know what I'm doing, but you have to stop and think. What does Kenneth do? What's his background?
When Kenneth finished his dish 20 minutes early, leaving it to sit in the pass, her chances were looking good. Corey didn't start cooking her chicken until that time, and Gordon asked her to share her timing tips with her competitor.
Just, you know, take your time, make love to your food.
Make love to it, don't fuck it.
Yes, chef.
Corey marinated the chicken in yogurt, garam masala, curry, and cumin.
The chicken's like butter.
Thank you.
Literally, you slice through that and it's like, I've never seen a chicken so soft.
Corey earned a well-deserved 4 points for the red team. In season 20, the winner, Trenton Garvey, was one of 18 young guns competing for a role at Gordon Ramsay's steak in Las Vegas. Trenton was used to working 60 or 70 hours a week and was ready for more.
You work till you're falling asleep, but that's what it's all about. So getting the opportunity as a protege of Gordon Ramsay, it's a dream.
His hard work usually paid off, which is why he had complete belief that he could win, right from day one.
Every person I've ever worked for, I've surpassed. I started off as a meat cutter at a smokehouse. Now I'm the executive chef.
Trenton made a pan-seared trout with lemon, brown butter hollandaise, and green tomato jam.
That's delicious.
Thank you, chef.
Fish is cooked beautifully. I'm gonna give you a 4. Good job.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
chef.
It was a big day for Trenton, and not just because he'd impressed Chef Ramsay. It was his first time outside his hometown, and he was excited to take in the sights.
I'd never been outside of Arkansas or Missouri.
Never.
I saw a palm tree and I was like, holy shit.
It wouldn't be the last time he spotted a palm tree. After he won the competition, he relocated to Las Vegas to run Gordon's restaurant there. Alex Ballou was one of the 40-somethings in season 21, Battle of the Ages, 20s versus 40s. With 24 years of experience in the industry, he had high hopes for his first meeting with Gordon, and he wasn't disappointed. He was awarded full marks.
I mean, the fact that one of the world's best chefs gave me a 5, it's wild. It's freaking wild.
Alex had a rough few years prior to taking part in the competition. In 2018, he'd opened a restaurant in Nashville, which was unfortunately forced to close during the 2020 pandemic. As a fellow restaurateur, Chef Ramsay was sympathetic.
I mean, it's... words can't...
Well, you're here now.
I am.
As he prepared in the kitchen, Alex spotted that Nicole wasn't using fresh ingredients, and his confidence in his own dish began to grow.
I don't know why you would even think to make your signature dish with boxed pasta. So, there's that.
Alex presented a colorful dish of spice-crusted salmon with Carolina gold rice, maple-glazed Aleppo carrots, and a chorizo broth, and it was cooked beautifully.
It's pink, it's vibrant, got that right balance of the acidity. I love the balance of the starch. That's a very strong 5. Good job.
He achieved a perfect score, and went on to score the job as head chef at Gordon's Atlantic City Hell's Kitchen restaurant. Ryan O'Sullivan had watched Gordon Ramsay's shows at home in Cork City, Ireland, since he was 5 years old, and he was ready to take part. With advice from his father, who was also a chef, Ryan thought he knew what to do, and what not to do, to get Gordon's attention with his signature dish.
Box pasta. I can't say anymore. Box fucking pasta. Who the fuck does box pasta for a signature dish?
As an Irish immigrant, Ryan's dad had a particular dream for his son.
To really live the American dream, like you say, you know? So I've waited my whole life to stand here in front of you and present you with this dish.
Ryan prepared a pan-roasted veal tenderloin with a veal and rosemary jus, and Gordon loved it.
Fucking told you he'd love my dish, Dad, didn't I? I told you he'd love that signature dish, and here we are.
Yeah, undoubtedly, 5.
There was only one element he thought could have been added to make the moment Ryan had been dreaming of even more perfect.
Yeah, there's one thing missing. I just wish your dad was here to taste this. It's delicious.
Thank you.
The final winner, season 23's Kyle Timpson, took part in the Head Chefs Only competition, which took place on the East Coast for the first time ever. Kyle knew his strengths, and he knew his cooking style.
I am going to make my food big, bold, flavorful, and sexy, just like me.
Kyle cooked a Thai red curry with coconut broth, pickled hibiscus pineapple, and red snapper. Gordon said the fish was cooked beautifully, but he had one criticism.
Just serve one slice of that fish, doesn't need to. But the broth is exceptional. Skin's super crispy. It's a very strong four.
Kyle shared that he had started baking at just 6 years old when he was bullied at school for being gay. But he found a positive way to turn his situation around.
So I started cooking and sharing my baked goods with the classmates, and then I suddenly grew to make friends and turned it into a career.
As a season winner and newly appointed head chef at Hell's Kitchen Foxwood Resort Casino in Connecticut, he's turned it into a hugely successful career. And the babyface chef still has plenty of time to make it even bigger.